Hello guys, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Thomas Felder. I'm an executive in this Inc. 500 company called 5 Links. For the last 15 years before I got involved with this company, I was a lawyer, working 15 hours a day. And I thought that was going to be the last occupation I ever had. I was burned out though. My candle was burning on both ends. It was burning in the middle too. You know what I mean. I'm so glad that one day I got introduced to this business opportunity. I found a way that I can work 2 hours a day and match my full-time income. I learned that from a barber who had a high school diploma who was making 5 figures a month in this business. And I said to him, listen, if you're willing to show me this business, I will gladly learn it and show everyone who I meet this business opportunity. So many people are at dead-end jobs and other people are on the verge of being laid off. Only if they knew that they could work from home and match their full-time income. Well, guys, sit back and relax. And for the next 22 minutes, I will show you how to be financially free. To do this business, you first got to determine what is your reason. What is your why? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Diversify your income? Pay off debt? In this economy, guys, we all have debt. Then there's the Children's College Fund. Nowadays, people are 40 and 50 still going back to school, trying to get that extra degree so they can stay employed. Or give more money to charity. But the one that I love the most is financial freedom, which simply means if tomorrow money was not an issue, how would you spend your day? The company has 5 principles: vision, integrity, opportunity, freedom, and success. I love those 5 principles. The company was founded in 2001, which simply means that we're no longer on trial. Most companies who don't succeed normally go out of business in their first 3 to 5 years. Our co-founders have 60 years of experience. Over the last 4 years, we've had 800% growth. Can you imagine your bank account having an 800% growth over 4 years? Wow. Guys, we built a brand new 50,000 square foot world headquarters in Rochester, New York. And the reason we're able to grow and build when other companies are going out of business is because our representatives come first. Do you come first on your job? Now, we believe that third-party credibility is important. And documentation beats conversation every day of the week. Your business at home, Success from Home, Outlook, Direct Selling News, the Direct Selling News Top 100 Global, and the Rochester Top 100 are a couple of places that talk so favorably about our company. But the one that stands out the most is the Inc. 500 magazine. It lists the top 500 privately held companies in all of North America. We have had the great pleasure of being listed in that magazine 4 consecutive years in a row. There's been no company of our kind in that magazine 4 consecutive years in a row. It just says that we're in a good place and that you're with a very strong company. Now, to be successful in any economy, timing and positioning are the keys to success. In the 1980s, there was the PC industry. And if you guys have become involved with IBM or Dell or Apple or Hewlett Packard or any one of those companies, you would be very well off right now. In the mid-1980s, there was the deregulation of long distance, where AT&T got broken up and created 2 additional long distance companies, MCI and Sprint. Actually, Sprint used to be a railroad company, Southern Pacific Railroad International. It had to reinvent itself to become wealthy. Somebody today listening to this presentation has to reinvent themselves to become wealthy. Then it was the cellular industry. Remember when Cellular One came up with that big brick cell phone? Most of us couldn't afford it. And when we got a call, or we got paged rather, we had to run to a payphone. Haven't seen a payphone in years. Guys, it just gives us an idea that technology is always moving forward every 3 to 5 years. And then it was the internet in the 1990s. You have people like Bill Gates and Google really taking off. But look at the next three trends: voice over IP, text marketing, and energy. Guys, those are the three trends that you can get involved with. And actually, they're more valuable, 10 times more valuable than the four trends that I just mentioned. Voice over IP is simply you making a phone call through the internet. And it's happening every single day. But nobody is showing you how to get paid for doing it. And then there's text marketing. All the big stores contacting people over text marketing. And basically, the reason when they do that is because they know most people check their text messages every 7 minutes and respond to their emails every 7 days. And lastly is energy. Energy is the most incredible way for the average person in America to become wealthy. It is the modern day gold rush. It is a chance for regular people to now achieve the American dream. I can show you how to make 50 cents to $2 a month off of every single person that you know that uses gas and electric. This is an incredible place to be, and you're living in an incredible time. Voice over IP is basically voice over internet protocol. It cuts the cost of phone service by up to 50%. 44 million U.S. households will be switching to voice over IP by 2013. We can make phone calls through landlines or through your laptop or computer. We do residential and commercial. We have mobile calling apps for your smartphones or your Droid phones. And we also have a multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art network called Global Links. We own our own lines. Now, energy gives a choice to the consumer. You can now choose who do you want to transport your energy. Your energy provider will stay the same. It won't change. So your local Con Ed company or energy company will be the same. However, where that energy come from, there are a lot of companies entering the market, and 5 Links is one of them. We partner with some of the largest energy movers in the business. And what happens is it actually brings the price down for you. And the amount of money being created in this industry is 10 times the size of telecom. We have residential and commercial. We have natural gas and electric. This is a $500 billion industry. Guys, let me tell you this. If this energy industry was a pie, I thought that I would just want a slice of this pie. But to be honest, this pie is so thick, you can stick your knife in and lick it and become wealthy. How would you like that? Now, 5 Links offers a host of essential products and services. 5 Links Mobile is basically us partnering with 3 of the largest cell phone carriers in the country, Verizon, Sprint, and T-Mobile. We basically show you how to get a brand new cell phone either free or 60% off. And now when those bills are paid, if you're in this business, you make a small commission every month. On our security systems, we partner with GE, a small company called Protect America. Protect America is the #1 rated home protection service company in the country. On our 5 Links high-speed internet, we partner with Verizon, Fios, Comcast, Time Warner, and about 6 other major internet providers. We have 5 Links credit card processing, where we partner with Century Services and Wells Fargo. 5 Links satellite TV, we partner with The Dish and DirecTV. And that's funny because they're competitors, but we love them both. And then there's 5 Links ID Guard. Guys, thieves have gone digital. So we've got to protect not only your home with our home security service, but protect your social on the internet. We have Global Links, which I've talked to you about, 5 Links Energy, Business Elite Services, which is a suite of services for the small business owner to protect his interests and help him operate like the big boys. We have Platinum Services, which includes free credit repair, and who doesn't need that in this economy, your website and your virtual office. And we have 5 Links Data Vault. We're basically giving you additional computer space in the cloud. And then there's Text Alert, which I talked to you about already, which is advertising through the text services on your cell phone. These are essential products and services. But right now, guys, I am going to show you how to get paid for each one of those services. Okay? Each one of those services that I just went over have a point value between 1 and 3. between 1 and 3. So let me show you how that works. When we get into this business, we start a team. The two things that we do is we get customers and we get business partners. Those customers are customer points, and we get 20 of those. And I already told you that the point value is between 1 and 3. 20 points don't mean 20 different people, so don't panic. So in my own household, I got 13 customer points as soon as I got into the business. I switched over my home security, my internet, a few cell phones, my gas, my electric, called my mother, asked her to switch over some services, and I got 20 points. We did that between 2 households, okay? Because these were products and services I was using anyway. So I got my 20 points. It gave me $500. Then I introduced the business to 2 people. I introduced the business to my sister and my wife, and they both got into the business. And when they did that, the company paid me another $250. So for my 20 points and 2 people, they paid me a total of $750. That took 4 days in this business. I figured if they paid me the $750, maybe they'll pay me $7,500. And if they paid me $7,500, maybe they'll pay me $75,000. Here I am, guys, being in the business a little bit over 6 months, and I assure you they paid us well over $75,000, and we're just getting started. Let me show you how the money is made. The real way to make money in this business is residual income. Simply means you do something one time and get paid over and over again. Now, if you look at that blue box, who's that in that blue box? You're right, it's you. All of us are in the box if we got mortgages to pay, card notes, student loans, credit card debt, or we need to take a vacation. All of us are in the box. We know 3 other people are also in the box, just like us. You want to introduce them to this business because they know 3 additional people who are in a box, and it continues to grow, as you see. Now, if you can build a team of 3, surely you can build a team of 20, and let me show you how the magic begins. You build a team of 20 people, each one getting 20 billing customers at an average commission of 50 cents. Guess what? You now have a residual income of $200. Now, I know looking at this $200, you don't get excited. I didn't initially. But the one thing I realized that $200 could be a lot of money if it's coming on autopilot every single month. How many of us, if we saw 2 $10 bills rolling down the street, wouldn't chase after it? So yeah, $200 is a lot of money. Imagine if somebody left it off your paycheck on Friday. But this is an automatic $200. And the reason you're going to make that $200 every month is because everyone's going to keep on their cell phone. They're going to keep on their gas, their electric, and their internet. Okay? And so as those bills are paid, you're protected. You got a constant stream of income. If you build a team of 20, why would you stop there? As your team continues to grow, and let's just say it grew up to 200 people. I don't know how long that would take you. It took me about 45 days. So 45 days, I built a team of 200 people. Each one got 20 billing customers at an average commission of 50 cents. And guess what my residual check was looking like then? You're right, $2,000 a month. Can you get excited about that? I did. But the beauty of this business is that right now, we're about to have 2,000 people on our team. That's right. If you add a 0 to the 200, you've got to add a 0 to the 2,000. And you're now looking at $20,000 a month, working 2 hours a day. Can you get excited about that? Lastly, let me just scare you real quick. If you can build a team of 2,000, you can build a team of 20,000. There are so many people in our business that have teams that large. Most of them have done it in under 4 years. So look at this. You build a team of 20,000 and add 2 zeros to your team total, you've got to add 2 zeros to your residual income. Boy, what a difference a day makes. Now, residual income takes at least 90 days to build. 90. Most of us would starve in 90 days. But the company will pay you weekly leadership bonuses as your residuals are building. Let's take a look. This is a look at your weekly leadership bonuses. The first position is called Executive Trainer, also known as ET. Whereupon you sign up 2 people on your team, the company will give you a bonus of $750. if you do that in your first 30 days. Then it would pay you $25 per person who joins your team, whether you personally sponsor that person or not. Imagine in one day if 10 people signed up in your team, which is pretty normal in my organization. That would be $250, whether you knew the people or not. Once you have 7 people on your team properly positioned, they will now promote you to a position called Executive Director. Executive Director, 7 people on your team, and after those 7, they will pay you $60 per person. 60. That's one heck of a raise. Now, depending on where those people are positioned, they will actually pay you the $60 and the $25 for being an executive trainer and director, up to $85 a person. So if 10 people came into your business as an executive director, you could easily make up to $850 in one day. If you look from left to right, those numbers go up, 140, 170, and 175 for national director, senior vice president, and platinum senior vice president. That's what those letters stand for. And the company will pay you an appropriate share for no matter who comes into your business, the $55 as a national director, $30 as a senior vice president, and $5 as a platinum senior vice president. Those numbers have to do with whoever signs up anybody in your business. Then if you continue to build your business yourself, they'll pay you those higher amounts from the top, the 140, 170, and 175. In addition to the money that this business pays, there is something more. I like to call them fringe benefits. I know most jobs still don't offer them. Let me show you a few of mine. When you hit the position of senior vice president, and I'm telling you, anybody who gets into this business will hit the position of senior vice president. It's not if, it's when. Some of you who are listening to my voice will hit it sooner rather than later. Some of you will do it in 90 days, some in 6 months, some in a year, some in a little bit longer. But everybody will hit this position as long as you don't quit. The first thing you get is 5,000 shares of stock options. And that's exciting. Because guys, Google was trading at about $600 a share. And let's assume when 5 Links goes public, we're about half of a Google. That would be a lot of money on the day they go public. 1.5 million. The next thing we get is $800 a month towards a BMW payment. There's a catch though. The BMW has to be silver. Are you guys okay with silver? I am. Before I got into this business, I was driving a gold Honda Odyssey. It's looking like a soccer mom. So in 15 years as a lawyer, I couldn't spell BMW. I'd say BM. Finally got around to getting to the W. In this business, in 85 days, I got a silver BMW. There's a Global Links bonus of $3 for every person who gets a voice over IP product in your organization. We also get an annual vacation for you and your significant other on the company. Last year, they went to Italy, Spain, and Greece. And I believe this year they're going away to the Bahamas. Also, there's an expense account of up to $500 a month as you continue to build your team. The company will give you money to offset your expenses. The next position is called Platinum Senior Vice President. And yes, that is a Bentley that you're looking at. The company will give you up to $4,000 a month for the Bentley of your choice. The company covers the note. You never get the note on the Bentley. But here's the catch. The Bentley has to be silver. Yeah, that seems to be a reoccurring theme, and silver is becoming my favorite color. There's also a platinum pool. Basically, the platinum pool is a company puts a small portion of all the monies earned in the company for the entire year, and they split that money between all the platinum senior vice presidents. Last year, they all made about $119,000 apiece. Now we get an additional 5,000 shares of stock. So now we have 10,000 shares of stock options. And if this company opens up at half of a Google, which is 300, it would be a great day. It's like $3 million. And if it opens up like less than Facebook that opened up at $38 a share and we open up at 30, we would still make about 300,000. So I don't know when this company is going to go public, but whenever it does, you really want to be in position. Guys, you get a ring worth $10,000 covered in diamonds, and it looks like a Super Bowl ring. And when people ask you what team you play for, you say 5 Links. There's a pendant, ladies, covered in diamonds. And the last time I checked, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Hopefully that's still the case. This is a look at just a few of the people who hit Platinum Senior Vice President in our organization. Some of those people that you're looking at used to be bus drivers with high school diplomas. Other people there did not speak English. We have a school teacher listed on the screen, former DJ, a former real estate investor. Just people from all walks of life have found success in this business, and so can you. You can come into this business opportunity under two positions. Customer rep costs $99. As a customer rep, you only get paid for what you personally do. You don't get a chance to leverage what your team does. That to me does not make good sense. I would not recommend the customer rep position. The one that I would want you to kind of look at is the independent marketing representative position at $249. In that position, you can leverage whatever your team does and any customers that they also acquire or any business partners that they bring in. They will also be your business partners and your customers. So if you had a chance to make all of the money or some of the money, what would you choose? Of course, you would choose it all. We have 5 Links products and services, personal website, future services, and we have a bunch of bonuses on the bottom. The company gives you a $750 quick start bonus for you getting into the business, achieving 20 customer points in your first 30 days, bringing on 2 business partners in your first 30 days. Each of those people only need 4 customer points, and those are very easy to achieve. Basically, that's them getting an application, getting something called Platinum Services, which is our back office, and getting one of our voice over IP products. So that's one of the ways to do it. And the second way to do it is to get into the business and to get 8 energy customers, and you will then be qualified. Okay. So for doing that in your first 30 days, the company will pay you $750. We give you training and support. The best training and support that I can imagine is something that we have called 5 Links University. For about 2.5 hours, you can sit down at the computer and we will teach you everything that you need to know about this business to be successful. Imagine that. Some people have gone to school for 20 years and you can learn everything that you need to know to be successful in 2.5 hours. When you graduate from 5 Links University, you will get an MBA, which we like to affectionately call a massive bank account. You get a personal website, business reporting, and you get access to our local, regional, international training events. Guys, you've got to go to these international training events. When you go to these international training events, you will see people from all walks of life making high 5-figure incomes in this business. Some of them have very little schooling. Some of them don't speak English, but all of them were hungry for success, and they're doing very well in this business. So I encourage you to come and get the training and change your life around forever. Guys, the application is very simple. I will also show everyone here how to fill it out online. I will give you all the contact information that you need to get started in this business. I look forward to working with you. We have the #1 team in the industry. The name of our team is Team TNT. The reason we call ourselves Team TNT because we're exploding. We're exploding with joy that we have found a way to match our full-time income working 2 hours a day. Thank you so much for giving me your time and attention. I look forward to seeing each of you at the top. I look forward to seeing each of you in person. Send me your information. Let's get started today. Take care.